The phone vibrated once. Just once. The kind of buzz that feels too deliberate, too calm for bad news. Late dinner with clients. I need to close some deals. Don't wait up. The words glowed in the dim light of my office. It was 9:47 p.m. She never worked this late. Not without notice. Not without me. The cursor blinked on an unfinished spreadsheet. I stared at it, then typed, "Enjoy the lobster. Tell Rick to check his stock portfolio. Send." The satisfaction was surgical, a cut so precise it bled silence. 5 seconds later, the screen lit up with her name. Her voice trembled, low, desperate. "Why would you? What do you mean, Rick?" In the background, a man's voice shouted, muffled, panicked, "Rick!" Then static, then nothing. The line went dead. And for the first time in months, I smiled. It started 3 months ago. A scent of cologne that wasn't mine, a misplaced earring in her car, the sudden laughter when she texted someone late at night. But it was her silence that gave her away. Silence speaks louder than lies. She used to tell me everything, every deal, every boardroom whisper, every ambition. Then the quiet came, cold, calculated, like someone rehearsing another life. I told myself it was work, stress, the way people drift when money starts to taste sweeter than honesty. But she began dressing differently, not for me, for someone who saw her in ways I no longer did. I noticed how she avoided eye contact when Rick's name came up. Her business partner, always traveling, always available. There was a dinner once. She said it was a networking event. She came home smelling like ocean air and guilt. Her lipstick was faded, not wiped. She kissed my cheek goodnight like she was checking if I was still breathing. I let her. I wanted to see how long she could hold the performance. I didn't confront her. I studied her. Patterns tell stories. So I built one. Every night she said she was working late, I noted the time, the location she mentioned, the time her phone went silent, GPS history, credit card logs, hotel invoices hidden under client meetings, all leading to Rick. Rick with his empty smile and hollow eyes. Rick who shook my hand last quarter and said, "Your wife's a powerhouse." I believed him. Now I understand he was telling the truth, just not the one I thought. I hired no detective, didn't need one. Numbers are loyal, they don't lie. Her emails, his voice on a voicemail he thought was deleted. A photo of her hand, her wedding ring missing, resting on his table during a conference trip. My pulse never spiked. I felt nothing, only clarity, the kind that comes before a storm. So I prepared, not to explode, to dismantle. When you know the truth, you don't shout. You wait for gravity to pull the lies down on its own. The results came on a Thursday. DNA report. I hadn't suspected until she said, "You'd make a great father someday." Someday. We already had one, 5 years old. It was subtle, the word, but it lodged itself like a thorn. So I tested. Quietly. It wasn't mine. The paper trembled in my hand, but my face didn't move. Years of boardroom control, of masking emotion, it all paid off in that instant. That evening I made dinner. Steak. Medium rare. Her favorite. She looked tired. Beautiful. False. I handed her the envelope across the table. She smiled, confused. "What's this?" I said nothing. She opened it, and the world drained from her face. The color left her lips first, then her voice. I can't explain." I took a sip of wine. "Don't. You'll ruin the taste." Tears came next, ugly, heavy ones that didn't suit her polished image. Her phone buzzed on the counter. Rick's name flashed across it. Perfect timing. I met her eyes. "You should answer." She didn't. She couldn't. That night she packed a small bag. I watched. No shouting, no questions, just the sound of a zipper sealing a chapter closed. Before she left, she turned, desperate. You ruined everything. I almost laughed. No, I said softly. I revealed everything. I told her I'd texted Rick. That single line, "Tell Rick to check his stock portfolio," wasn't random. Rick had been embezzling company funds for months, all under her approval codes. She'd signed the documents he sent her, trusting him, covering his tracks. Now both were exposed. By morning, the board would have the reports. Her job, her reputation, her perfect mask, gone. She froze at the door. You knew? For weeks. Her face collapsed into something unrecognizable. Guilt looks different up close. It's quieter. I didn't touch her, didn't reach out, just watched as she walked into the night, the echo of her heels fading into nothing. The house feels larger now, quieter, almost clean. I poured myself another drink and looked at her chair, empty, finally honest. There's a strange peace in destruction when it's deserved. Not rage, not triumph, just equilibrium restored. Rick will face the board tomorrow. She'll face herself tonight. I deleted her contact, not in anger, in completion. Outside, the city hums, unaware that a marriage just died in silence. People think betrayal ends with heartbreak. They're wrong. It ends with clarity. And sometimes, clarity sounds like a phone ringing once and never again.